Oh, down a bit. Let's go down. Oh, that's too far. There we go. How's that? A little bit up. Yeah, it needs to go up a little bit. Adjustments. Yeah. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Hear this all the time. When I see her eyes. Hey! How is everyone doing? Sorry, just doing minor adjustments there. Trying to get this working. What's going on? How's that? How is that? Interpretation. I know, Kerry. I'm 1 minute late. Can you believe? I was just setting up some new emojis for you. That's why. Because my mum called at the perfect time. I had to talk to my mum on the phone, and that's why she made me late. So I had to do some emojis and everything. So yeah, how dare I? How dare I? How is everyone doing? We're just going to let everyone just sort of join in as per usual. Oh, I'm out. What's going on there? I've got to sort out. What's going on there? I'm trying to sort out the. Oh, thank you very much for the old drum kit. Thank you very much. Yes, I love my rock music. Thank you very much for that. That's really, really, really kind of you. Thank you. And some trumpets as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, we're going to be cooking again tonight, guys. I've done a bit of a fridge raid earlier. Yeah, you found the new emojis. Well, nice one, Kerry. I've done a bit of a fridge raid earlier. I've got some chicken livers I want to use up tonight, which is, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea and things like that. I just want to show you that you can make really nice cheap dishes. Quite glamorous, I suppose. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it can be nice dishes, you know, just by using cheap ingredients, and really tasty as well. So I thought, well, we'll give that a go. And also, in my last live, my last two lives, I've been trying to get through these bloody king oyster mushrooms. So hopefully I'll use up the rest of these tonight as well. Oh, Kerry, thank you for the roses, thank you. So, as you can tell, I've done a fridge raid. I've got half a leek. Got some rosemary. It's half dead, but it's still okay. And I've got some onions. And I've got a few bits out of my larder at the back here. I've got some Worcester sauce, some brandy, some Dijon mustard. I've got half a pot of creme fraiche left. You can see this is a proper fridge raid. And I've got a few potatoes here. And just basically some salt and pepper and bits and bobs. And that's about it. You know, nice and simple. So what we're going to do, I thought I'd do some roast potatoes because Christmas has come in. Some people might want to know how to do some roast potatoes properly, get them nice and fluffy and crispy. So I'll show you how to do that tonight, so you know how to make some really good crispy potatoes. My account was banned by you. How? How was that? Don't understand, Jeremy, what's going on. And also, so we're going to do some roast potatoes. Also, we're going to do some king oyster mushrooms. And also, we're going to fry off the chicken livers. We're going to do like a Diane sauce. So you normally would have a Diane sauce with like fillet steak, but we can utilise the same recipe and do that with the chicken livers. So a little bit creamy, a little bit of like caramelised onions going through it, some mushrooms, and a bit of mustard and Worcester sauce, pepper, and we'll make like a really nice sort of Diane sauce to go with the chicken livers. So we'll do that and use that and do that. So guys, 232 of you, here we go. Shall we get started? Before we get started, hey, Stacey's in the house. That account is mine. And so guys, what I want to do tonight is let you know about the subscribers raffle that we're doing this Sunday. We're going to be so we're going to be raffling off a Christmas cake that we got, and basically it's for subscribers only in the UK. And basically Agnes has been making a Christmas cake since October and soaking it in alcohol, and it's really boozy. And we're gonna, anyone that's UK based and has joined to be a subscriber, we're gonna raffle it off. Hey Mr. Loverman, how you doing? Raffle it off on a names wheel, and whoever wins, we're gonna send it off, and you'll have it fully decorated, ready for your Christmas day. So, awesome. So we're gonna make someone's Christmas really nice as well, and you know, so they can have that ready to roll. So guys, don't forget, if you want to be part of that wheel, on this Sunday it's been drawn, then you can you know, just subscribe and you'll be automatically entered into it. And you can also be part of our community and Discord as well, which we have. So let's get cracking on anyway. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. Got this new stand here that I've got my pad on, so you guys can see what's going on down here. So what I want to do first, I want to chop some onions and get these all sliced up. So let's do that first. Put my rosemary aside. I need a bowl for a bit of rubbish. All my trimmings. Right, here we go. Here we go. So, just gonna take the top off first, get rid of that. Gonna cut straight through the root, like that. And just take the first layer off of the skin. You want to keep the root on, because that holds the onion together. I'm sure people that watch me all the time, I tell them all the time, you've got to keep the root on if you're dicing or slicing or things like that. And we're just going to go through it again, like this, like that, and do the same again. Okay. Do the same. So I'm going to do some roast potatoes in a minute as well. When we peel the potatoes, and we're going to get those nice and fluffy on the outside, and they'll still be raw inside. But the aim is, when you do roast potatoes, you want to cook the outside, and then you shake them in a colander, and you fluff up all the edges. And when you fluff up the potato, when you roast it, those fluffy bits become the really crispy bits, which everyone loves. I mean, those crispy bits also hold on to all the flavour that you want, you know, to incorporate into your potato as well. So, for example, if you're going to do like herby potatoes and stuff, all the herby flavours will get trapped onto those fluffy bits when you know, do roast potatoes. If you can't get those fluffy bits, then you're not going to end up with a good potato. So, yeah. Hey, Chris is in the house. How you doing, Chris? So, here we go. Let's do this first. So I'm just going to nip the root off a little bit because I want to slice my onions. So if you're going to dice your onion, to keep the root on like that, and what you do is you just slice down towards the root, and then you slice through once through here, and then you go down, and then it makes nice and diced onions. Here I've just nipped off the root but left a bit on, and then I'm going to slice down like that. I'll do it this way, you might see better. I'm going to slice this way, like this. So you nip off the edge like that, and you just slice through like that. Right, you can see like that? You get it? Like that. Okay, nip off the edge, and just get nice fine onions like that. Okay. And guys, don't do what I do. I'm watching the screen as I'm chopping these because I can. I've been doing it so many years, 20 years, that you can actually do this at the same time and chop your onions without looking. So don't try that at home, alright? It's not the best advice. Not unless you've been doing it 20 years like me, you know. We'll see how fast we can go on the last one, shall we? There we go. Right, onions. Done. So we've got some onions there. I'm just going to grab a bowl. Actually, I've got a bowl here. Why do I need another one? Not more washing up for myself. Here we go. I had a tendency to do that, make loads of washing up for myself at the end of the day. Right, onion sliced. Oh, let me drop that. Okay. I've got half a leek that I want to use up, so I'm going to add that to my onions. Oh, there's onions. Oh, put them over there. Oh, I'm just going to split down the middle, just like that. So you've got 2 halves, and I'm just going to shred these up. Oh, the eyes are watering. Lots of tea towels. No, I haven't. You know what? I'm hiding my tea towel behind me, Kerry, so you can't see it. You can't bully me then. I'm safe for using the sharp knife at normal cutting speed, looking at the onion. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, the eyes are watering. Oh, too much onion going on. Right, here we go. Oh, the eyes are watering. You get the leeks in there with the onions as well. Use it up, out my fridge. And we're going to do the mushrooms now. So, how am I going to do these? I think I'm going to go slices. Right, so, just going to slice them up. So, these are king oyster mushrooms. They're not the cheapest mushrooms in the world, but they are bloody lovely. I've done an event last week, a private event for someone in a manor at Leeds Castle near Maidstone, and he had fillet steak with Diane sauce, and what else do we do with it? Diane sauce, truffle pomme puree, which is like a really creamy mash with lots and lots of butter, some like seasonal greens, and we've done the king oyster mushroom, like fried nicely in butter with it as well. So that's why I've got so many of these, because I over-ordered for it for myself. And I thought, well, I've got to start using them up. Don't cry. I'm trying not to, Kerry. I'm trying not to cry. So, okay. Sorry? You want me to do Scooby-Doo? Scooby? George? I don't do Scooby. No. It's probably the only impressions I can do. Hey Bree, how are you? Oh dear. I'm just chopping these mushrooms up. Nice and thin. So many mushrooms. Yeah, more mushrooms than livers at this point. That's cool. Don't ask me to do any more impressions because I can't do anything else. That's it, literally. One man. It's one show. That's it. Okay. Just chopping through the rest of these mushrooms. I had too many the other night as well, but I just want to make sure they're all nice and thin like the rest. So use it all up. Agnes is hungry tonight, so she's looking forward to this. Chicken livers is one of her favourite things. They eat a lot of that in Hungary. They eat a lot of chicken livers. I'm going to start on the roasties in a second, darling. She's saying, you might want to start on the roasties. I am going to start on the roasties in a moment. Just want to get these mushrooms sorted. Right. Loads of mushrooms. I'm just going to throw these bits of onion away. And then we're going to use the same bowl to put all these beautiful mushrooms in. So I've got somewhere to store them for a little bit. And we can get on with getting some roasties on the go. Okay, there we go. So they're ready to roll. So I've got my onions and that ready to go. And guys, I forgot to say, if you're new to this live, I've been saying every night for the last week or so. Got these new knives. Agnes bought this for me. Savanaki DNA knives. It's made in England. They're British steel, handmade, hand sharpened. Amazing, amazing knife if you're a real big foodie. And I've actually managed to collaborate with Savanaki a little bit, and they've given me a discount code to give to you guys. You can get 15% off if you would like to buy one of these lovely, beautiful handcrafted knives. So they've got beautiful handles. Look at that. Look at that. And they're really great knife for life, these are. So they are a little bit more pricey than normal knives and stuff, but they get a lifetime guarantee, and also they're a knife for life as well. You won't need another knife, just as long as you look after it. They're really sharp, Daniel. As you can see when I was chopping all that. I'm going to move my tea towel before Kerry bullies me. So I'm going to fold it up nicely. Right, there we go. Right, we're going to get these potatoes peeled. I'm going to grab a peeler. Here we are. And another bowl for my rubbish. So I'm just going to peel these. Like so. I can see Kerry's laughing now because she's looking for that tea towel all the time. So guys, potatoes. I'm gonna be chopping these straight away. But just say you wanted to do a bit of preparation in advance, potatoes they oxidise quite quickly because of the starch. If you're just thinking, I want to peel them now and chop them ready for later, then just put them in some cold water and they won't go brown. So that's just a little tip. Just make sure you store them in water. Don't leave them out just in a bowl. If you went to work in the daytime and then come back and you didn't put water on them, they're going to be all brown and horrible and oxidised, and won't look very pretty for your dinner. So just make sure you just pop some cold water on them, pop them in the fridge, and they'll be ready for you later. You can just prepare them, and they'll be ready to roll. I better not get. Cut yourself too many times, you say, Daniel? Is that what you said? I can't see you there. You got a few scars. Finger I left, I've got a few scars. I've nearly chopped my finger off a few times in the years. I bought a brand new knife when I was at college years and years ago. 2003? Yeah, 2003. And I bought a brand new. It was a Henkel knife. It was like my first Henkel knife. Like a German knife, really popular back then, and still are now. And I used it for the very first time chopping peppers, and I wasn't being very careful, and I chopped straight through the top of my finger. I had to go straight to A&E and had it stitched back. So you get these peeled. And one more spud. So there's only two of us here. I'm not going to do too many roast potatoes. This will be plenty for us, if not probably too many. But I always make too much food. Being a chef, you like cooking for so many people all the time. Like making small amounts is like impossible. You just can't get your amounts right. I always end up cooking for the army. Right. Okay. Let's chop these. So the aim of the game is we need to chop these potatoes similar size, so they all cook at similar times. So I've actually got quite a small potato here, and I want to try and make that one similar size. So that would probably be like three. So probably go like that. That's similar size, and they'll cook at similar times. I'm just going to nip the end of that one. It brings that one to like that. There we go. And this one probably about 3 as well. And that went in half. And that went in half. There we go, they're all similar size now. Just going to cut that one down as well. Because when we boil them and then cook them in the oven, they will cook at the same time. Okay. Now I'm trying to work out your age. Good luck. Good luck. You're more than welcome to have a go and try and find out what my age is. So, potatoes in the pan. I'm just going to put some cold water, not hot water, cold water in there. So we always got taught at college, if you're cooking vegetables, anything that grows below the ground, you start in cold water. Anything that grows above the ground, you cook in boiling water. So that is the chef's tip of the day. Anything that grows below the ground, you start in cold water. Anything that grows above the ground, in boiling water. So yeah, looks like guys you're having problems with your replies with each other. Why is that? Because stuff that grows above the ground, generally, the sunlight hits it and it's normally a green vegetable and it's got lots of chlorophyll in it, which is the part of the, I don't know if you remember science at school, you've got photosynthesis which creates chlorophyll, which is the green colour in your vegetables, and to lock in that chlorophyll into your vegetables you need to boil it quickly and then refresh it into cold water. And what I mean by, so ice water, you boil it really fast, cook it for, just until it's ready, and then you take it out, and then that locks in the cold when you refresh it in ice water. So hopefully that explains why we do that. So that's how some people, if someone overcooks their green veg, they've lost all the chlorophyll, lost all the goodness, and it goes greyish colour, greyish green colour, and it's not very nice. Doesn't taste very nice either, to be honest. So another little tip for you, 2 in 1 night. Right guys, anyway, just getting my potatoes on here. There we are, they're just on there. Just bringing them up to the boil. And what we plan to do, they'll take about, once they come to the boil, they'll take about 4-5 minutes, and I'll show you how it needs to be. I'll take it out, and then you just scrape the edges with your finger, and you can see where they're sort of fluffing around the edges, but they'll still be like raw inside, because the rest of the cooking is all done in the oven, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Anyway, next, what are we going to do? Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to prepare the livers. I'm going to get rid of this board because I don't want to do it on this one. And I've got a raw meat board. So here we go. So yeah, thanks for tapping the screen, guys. 8.5k already. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the gifts, Kerry. Thank you. Right, where is my chicken livers? Oh, they're over here. Let's go and get those. Let's go and get them. So, rinse this colander out as well. So I need that for my potatoes. I've just been draining my chicken livers. They're a little bit bloody. I'll leave them in the sink for a while just to drain. So I'm just going to wash my colander so I've got something to drain my potatoes in. I'll be right back. Right, there we go. Get that good to wash. And make sure you wash it really well after chicken livers. Just like chicken, you know, you have to make sure you're cooking things nice properly. You know, because of salmonella and all those sort of things. Make sure it's well washed, hot water, well rinsed. There we go. Right, give that all dry quickly, and that's going to be for my potatoes after they're ready. Right, let's bring these livers over. So we just want to prepare these. We're going to go through each individual one. So livers are like that really. They've got a bit of gristle in them, in here. And we just want to cut around it and just clean them up a bit. Very easy, just like that. You just see any like little veiny gristle bits, you just trim away. That's it, done. So that's what we're going to do with all these. Just split them in half, any gristle, just trim off. Right, so who in the live, who likes chicken livers? I mean, I love them. I love chicken livers, they're so underrated. Love pate as well, and parfaits and things like that. So many uses. But this one we're just going to cook them as they are and use them as like a protein in the dish instead of meat, and use offal instead. Oh, did you? Oh, Daniel, thank you so much for the little stream. Thank you. Thank you for sending your support as well. You've been great support to my lives, as your mum as well. So, just going to keep going through these, making sure that we're keeping them nice and clean. You see there, look, nice and, look, oh, nearly dropped it. There's no gristle in it, nice and clean, fresh chicken livers. And these sorts of things, you know, this was from our butcher, it was about 800 grams, we got it like less than a fiver, nearly a kilo of it. So my potatoes have just come up to the boil, I'm just keeping an eye on that because I don't want to overcook them, but I just want those edges to be fluffy. So I'm just going to give them a couple of minutes like that while they're boiling really quickly. Is the live good tonight? Is it not? It's not glitching, I hope, like the other night. Because it was having a proper glitch. And if there's any vegans on tonight, I'm also apologising. I know this is probably not pretty for you guys, but I like to do a bit of everything. Right. So it takes a little bit of patience, guys, but it's all worth it. All worth it. And we'll get cooking in a minute, it won't be long. I'll get my potatoes in the oven first. Who's echoing? I'm muted so we don't echo. I cannot actually hear Anne talking. No, yeah, so Agnes can't hear me talking because of the music. It's in the living room and she's sitting in there, so she can't actually hear exactly what I'm saying. Right, nearly done, guys, on these. Hopefully my potatoes are ready in a sec as well. I'll take those off in a moment. Hopefully I'll get through these livers and then I can do two things at once. There. A bit there. I'm sure Agnes is keeping a real keen eye on what I'm doing. She doesn't like the gristle at all. She's very fussy. There we go. There we go. Nice and clean now. Get rid of those bits. I'm just going to rinse my hands and then take the rest off. Okay. Right, let's check these potatoes out. See what's going on, shall we? Let's see if we are there. Alright, so guys, so let me just bring this down so you can see what's going on. There's my stove. Let's turn that off for a moment. So, we're not there yet. Oh, Agnes is saying something to me. One moment. Sorry. Move it over a bit. Like that. Agnes is saying move it around. This is not quite there yet. They're still a bit hard on the outside. So I'm going to put that back on. Boil them up a bit more. Probably give them another 3 minutes. And then you'll see the difference in a moment. And then let's have a little tidy up around there. So, while I do that, we're going to clean up over here, get rid of this tea towel. And see, this is all the gristle and the trimming, so this is all the bits that we don't want in the livers. I'm going to throw that away. Okay, get that in there. And we're going to get rid of this, don't need these. I love fried liver and onions, old fashioned but divine. Well, that's Susan, that's similar to what we're doing tonight. So we're doing like liver and onions, but with a twist, we're going to do a Diane sauce with it, which is like a mushroom, mustard, brandy, creamy sauce. Normally you'd use double cream. I'm going to use up a bit of creme fraiche, make it a bit lighter. Yeah. Let's change that, it's a bit heavy. That is a bit heavy. What should we listen to, guys? What should we listen to? Let's listen to my playlist. Yeah, let's start with that. Right. Okay. So livers are going in there. So there's the livers in the bowl, ready to go. Gonna get rid of this, don't need this. Wash my knife. And then we're going to bring back the chopping board back. The big one. And guys, when you're using a chopping board, put a cloth underneath like that. Fold it in half, and then you should put your chopping board on it. It stops it moving around. It's a lot more safer to do your chopping. Really helps. Just by even a damp cloth as well, like a damp J cloth. Okay. So what's going on here? No sauce when I do it, but well caramelised onions. Yes, yes, Susan. Yes, I like it like that too. I love the sweetness of the onions bring. Right, I'm going to check these potatoes again. Let's see where we are, and then I'll show you guys. No, we're still not there. Keep going. A bit longer. Hide my tea towel. My tea towel's here. Right. With the roast potatoes tonight, I'm going to use some rosemary, and I haven't got any fresh garlic, but I've got some lovely garlic granules in my spice drawer. So I'm going to use some of this as a good. It's actually really nice with it because it coats the potato lovely. So I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to like pull the rosemary off, just like that, off the stalk. So you need a non-slip mat. Yeah, you can use a non-slip mat as well. But the thing I like about using like cloths is you can chuck them in the washing machine after and they come out nice and clean. Non-slip mats are a nightmare. They're just really hard to get, clean properly, I find. So at least with tea towels, you can chuck them in the wash and they sterilises them on 90-degree wash. Harry's bullying me. She's bullying me. You can still see it there, look. Just move it out of the way, there we go. There you go, you can't see it anymore. I know, I have started folding them at work now as well, can you believe it? All this bullying. Right, so I'm just going to run my knife through just a couple of times, just like that. There we go. Just like so. Just need to do no more than that. Next I'll get into iron them. No, I'm not. I'm never ironing them, Maggie. I'm folding them. There we go. Oh dear. Right, these should be ready now. They've got to be ready now. Let's check. One more. Let's check again. Are we there? Yes, we're there. Right, guys. Let me show you. Oh, need to drop the pad 1 moment. Bring this back up. Right. Is that good? Yeah, there we go. Right. So when you've been doing the potatoes, they fluff up around the edges, and they're like soft on the outside but still raw inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain those off quickly, and then I'm going to shake them in the colander. So I'll be right back. So, I'm going to do this like this. You shake them around like that. Just shake around it in there. Alright, and they get all like really fluffy on the outside, but they don't break. You see that? So those fluffy bits are going to be the crispy bits. Alright, so and that's exactly what you're looking to make a great roast potato. I mean, that is. And then a lot of people, they heat up their tray in the oven and, put it into hot oil and all that sort of stuff. Doesn't need to be done. Doesn't need to be done. I use a bit of parchment greaseproof paper in the bottom, like that. Put them in the tray. Keep them nice and separated. Don't get them too crowded, because if you crowd them too much, they're not going to roast around the outsides. And then you need a good helping of oil. This is rapeseed oil, this one. And don't be shy with it. It's not going to soak it up, you know, these potatoes. It's just going to help them to get a nice crisp on the outside. Just like that. And then we're going to sprinkle our rosemary on, like that. Right. And then we're going to put some of the garlic granules on it, because I haven't got any fresh, but this would be really nice. My dad used to do this when I was young and it was so good. These roast potatoes are absolutely banging. So we're just going to sprinkle it all over these, like that. And we need some pepper. Take the lid off, might help. Like that. And I like to use some sea salt on mine. So salt's the most important. If you have no salt in your potatoes, guys, they're not going to taste great. They're going to taste bland. You need salt on your potatoes. It's like a packet of ready salted crisps. You need salt on it. Otherwise, if you didn't have your salt, remember those salt and shake crisps? Like, you had to put your own salt on them, and then you used to shake them in the packet. They used to taste absolutely vile without any of the salt on them. As soon as you put the salt on them, they're like the best crisps in the world. So that's all the residue. Look, you see all the potato residue in the colander. You can see how fluffy the edges were. There we go, look. You see all those fluffy edges. So we're going to pop those into the oven. I'm going to put them about 200, 210 degrees, get them going, nice and hot. And then I'm just going to keep an eye on them and turn them around here and there. And that's it. So easy. So easy. That's it. Okay, so a little clean up, and then we can have a little chat for a bit, because I don't want to start these livers too early, because we've got to wait for a little bit for our potatoes, but I can have a little tidy up in the meantime. So, have a little wipe down. Because we've been working around with chicken livers and stuff, and we just want to make sure that our area is nice and clean, so nice and sprayed down. Put this back. There we go, get rid of all this. Right. Bit of spray. Got some winter spice disinfectant. It is Christmas. It's quite nice actually. It smells like cinnamon and mixed spice. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Really nice. Right. Makes the whole house smell of Christmas as well when you spray with that. I do a bit of off-road. You do a bit of... You know what, Diane? I used to do off-roading when I was younger with my dad. Is that what you're talking about? Like off-roading with 4x4 cars? Is that what you mean? What are you laughing at? What Kerry said? That beautiful tea towel. I've only got one tea towel tonight. No, two, actually, that's a lie. I've got two tea towels tonight because one was under my chopping board, but it had a use, you know, and it was lovely folded all the time, you know, because it was underneath the board. Right, there we go. Lovely, clean, tidy area. There we go. Clean as you go, guys. One of the most important things you ever learn in the kitchen. You don't have to fold your tea towels, but at least you clean as you go. There's going to be another one. Oh, you do it on the bike. Awesome. Right. So I need a pan. Let's get a pan. Going to use this pan tonight. I think I might start the onions now, actually, because I want them caramelised a little bit. Let's get those on. So, let's get this angles right, shall we? Let's put it over here. Like this? Is that right? No, that's not right, is it? Like that. There we go. There we go. We're there. Put some oil. In there, like so. And we got some leeks and onions here, which I'm going to sweat off first. I'm going to caramelise these right down to get the most flavour out of them as I can. And also, so we've got oil and the leeks and the onions, and then a pinch of salt in there. Like so. And what we'll do after we've got these cooked down, then we'll do the mushrooms. I want to cook these right down and get a nice colour on them as well. So we'll give that a bit of time. But I can see your comments now, guys, so I'm just going to let these cook and let you watch them, but I'm going to talk to you whilst I see the caramelised tea towels, Agnes. Oh dear. There we go. Huh? Agnes are finding him up. Yeah, she does. Kidneys. Do I like kidneys? They're okay. They're okay. Not my favourite thing in the world, but I will eat them if someone puts them in front of me. There's not many things I don't eat. But I like a good steak and kidney pudding. Like, I love the old school suet puddings. So just sweat these right down, guys. Anyway, while we've got a bit of time, so I'll leave that to go do its thing at the moment. Oh, right, here we go, we're back. While we've got a bit of time, so if you're new to the live and you just joined again, I'm going to show you Agnes's cake. So this one's up for grabs. This one here is up for grabs. It's been soaking in brandy and sherry since middle of October, and Aggie is kindly going to decorate it all lovely, ready, with marzipan and icing, and decorate it really nicely. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a names wheel, and anyone that's subscribed, we're going to automatically enter you in if you're from the UK only. Sorry, guys, and you get a chance to win this fully decorated cake. Agnes is a pastry chef. She's been a pastry chef for 20 years, and she's been cooking with me for years and years as well. And yeah, she's a brilliant chef as well. She just doesn't like doing lives. She loves talking in the background, but she doesn't actually like to be on camera, so fair enough, I do that bit. But yeah, she made this, and like everyone always goes on about her cakes all the time. And it's just subscribing, guys. You'll be able to join in and have the chance to win this. So hi Gail, how you doing? Yeah, have a chance to win this. So we're drawing it this Sunday, and then Agnes is going to decorate it, and it'll probably take about a week for her to get through that and do that, and then she'll send it off in the post to someone in the UK, whoever's going to win, one of our lucky subscribers. And we'll probably do some incentives every month. We'll do some little baked goods every time and then send them out. So we'll do like a little raffle every month, and we'll keep it going. There's no point in just doing it for Christmas. We might as well do it all the time. You need to please ask me about the oven temp. Temperature's fine, don't worry. We have a dodgy oven, guys. We had a little bit of a problem the other day with it when I made lemon drizzle cake, and I'm leaning up against the oven right here. Right, and I knocked it, and it went up to like 250 degrees when it was supposed to be on like 180, and yeah, it sort of singed my cake a little bit. But I'll tell you what, it was a lovely cake, and it was still fine. It wasn't burnt. It was just a little bit caramelised. Mummy, a rich fruit cake. Mum made ours marzipan. Lovely. Yeah, but yeah, I love marzipan. I love it. But this one's. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Looks lovely. Really nice. So don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to have a chance to win that. Right, put that back in its place. Now let you see what's going on here now. Homemade marzipan. That's impressive. Right. So I'm going to turn these up a little bit. They're getting there. I just want to keep cooking them down like this. Just keep cooking them. I might actually start another pan up. Actually, let's start another pan up, and we'll get the mushrooms going as well. This one. There we go. Let's get that going. So I'm gonna start the mushrooms in another pan, just because there's so many mushrooms in there. I want to make sure I get nice colour on them. So, yeah, it's all good. No, it's all good. Agnes asked me about the oven. She can't hear me when I'm talking in here. I'm just going to season these mushrooms just a little bit. Get this really hot and keep these cooking. So look at it. Oh, those potatoes smell beautiful. Do all savoury. I do all the savoury and Mum does all the sweets. That's like my relationship with Agnes. I do all the savoury, most of it, and Agnes does all the sweets. Good. She's the pastry chef, and I do all the savoury stuff. Because when I was at college, I went to Westminster in London, and I done kitchen and larder. I mean, kitchen and larder is all the savoury stuff. So it's all the cold starters, cold display work, hot sauces, cooking with fish, doing stocks, meats, veggie dishes, vegan dishes, fine dining dishes, soups, and oh god, keeps going, offal and everything. I'm making a Wellington too. Match. I'm making it for Christmas for my dad. I've got a piece of fillet already ordered. So I'll be making a battle of the Wellingtons. Right, this pan's nice and hot now. I'm going to get some mushrooms in there. I'm just going to do them in batches, guys, because I want some colour on them. I don't want to overcrowd the pan. And what I'm going to do, once they're ready in there, I'm just going to pop them into there. So, it's the best way to do mushrooms. I'm going to get some butter as well. That'd be nice. Where's my butter? Here it is. Some of that. Just got a bit of butter here. Butter gives a great colour to the mushrooms as well. There we go. Put a little bit in there, like that. Put a bit of pepper. Oh, love the smell of these. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Agnes is getting hungry, she can smell it all. The fillet ain't cheap. No, it's not. But yeah, being a chef, I've got benefits really, like knowing the butcher, and I actually got him involved with the place that I work, so he gives me some good deals. So I get it a trade for us, love, which is good. And you know, you get, actually, funny enough, these livers, I said, oh, can I have some livers please, mate? And I was going to pay for him, and he just goes, no, just take it. So I get little incentives here and there for looking after suppliers and things like that, for you know, getting them involved with the business I work at and things like that. So it's quite nice to have that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Buck Thirsty. Thank you. So we're going to keep cooking these down. You think these are ready? No, we're going to keep going down more. We want more colour. These. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Getting some nice colour on those now. Keep them going. Spreading them out, making sure they've got loads of coverage on the bottom of the pan, getting all that heat in there. And we're going to do a little bit of a flambe tonight as well, with the brandy. So you'll probably see a big flame in front of the camera after. We'll do that at some point, so that'd be a good one to stay in tune with and watch that. I'm sure it won't disappoint either. Pretty good at my flambes. Might burn all the hairs off my arm or something as well. I sprinkle the low calorie sugar. Nice. What, on the onions? Is that what you do it on, Susan? On the you put. I didn't want to make this. I don't want to make this dish anywhere near sweet at all. I want to keep it all the umami flavours going instead of like sweetening it up. There's so much sweetness in the onions alone, so I don't want to do that. So these are getting some lovely colour on these king oyster mushrooms now. Right. That's the first batch of mushrooms going in. In there. Now we're going to do another one. Tiny bit more oil, just to keep them going. Like that. Straight in with the next. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it is, but I didn't want to make the dish sweet. Right. Get those in. Season it again, guys. Another pinch of salt. And a bit of butter. Okay. Get that on the go now. A bit more oil. Okay. Oh, music's going funny. Right. So guys, you can see the colour coming into this now. Really cooking all the flavours into the pan. Like that. Try not to turn the cooker off like I've done again. There we go. Get it back on. Eagles, I can put some eagles on. Hey Google, play Eagles.
Play Eagles on Spotify.
Oh no, not that one. That's not right. That's not the Eagles. That's the Eagles. Right. Okay. Yeah, Hotel California. Good tune, yeah. I play that. On the dark desert highway. Right, these are looking great now. Just keep it cooking down. These are nearly ready as well. And I'm going to add these in there. On the dark desert highway. Longer. Need a bit more colour. You're welcome, Susan. Okay, get that in there. There could be heaven on this little. Right, so guys, now this is the mix we're sort of looking for. We're going to start getting our liver. I'm going to cook some livers in here now and get those browned off. So, and we're going to do a bit of a flambe in a minute as well and get that deglazed. So what I mean by deglazing is when you're cooking meat and things like that, you want to, some bits get stuck in the bottom of the pan, and when you add a liquid to it, that's deglazing the pan and like bringing all the flavour back into the food. So, just get these in, like that. I want to brown these up nicely. Spread these out, like that. Just going to taste this at the moment, so I want to see how seasoned this is before I add any more seasoning on there, because I've been seasoning everything as I go. Oh no, we can still do more. That's good. So I'm just going to season these now. Livers, like that. to go and find a lighter for the flambe. Agnes is going to find me a lighter. I don't know where it's gone. It's around somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to get these browned off, and I'm not touching them much. I'm just leaving them because it's very easy just to break the livers up. They're so fragile. So we just want to get a nice colour on them. Hey, Yambo's in the house. Thanks, Owen. There you go. Got a lighter, guys. That's for the flambe. You just come in for the right time, Yambo. I'm going to flambe these in a minute. So you see this lovely, I'm going to bring this closer actually, guys. You see this lovely colour on this. This is what we're looking for. Like that. Nice and colour. Just spread these out a bit, get a bit more space. So before I flambe these, I want to get nice colour because once I add liquid, it's not going to fry anymore. So, like that. Oh yeah, guys, like Agnes is just saying, please share the live, guys. Yeah, like this is the best bit's about to come up. I'm going to do this flambe. I'm going to have big flames going on there. Hopefully my house don't burn down, but it's all in the fun of the game. Here we go. Right, let that just cook a bit more, and then we're going to get some brandy in there. So you want a nice hot pan when you flambe because you want to heat the alcohol up before you light it. If you don't heat the alcohol up, it's not going to ignite. So it needs all the fumes to start coming up. So guys, get tapping the screen. Hit 12. Oh, thank you very much for the roses, Terry. Right, let's do the flambe. Here we go. Ready, guys? Are you ready? Yes or no? Are you ready? Let me know. Are you ready for the flambe? Are you ready for the flambe? Yes? Anyone else, guys? Anyone else going to comment? Yep, yep. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Right, here we go. There we go. So we're just going to cook the alcohol out now and reduce the liquid. Oh yeah. And this really helps the flavour of the livers really goes well. Madeira is also equally as lovely. And look at those now. Look how lovely that is as well. How lovely and caramelised that is. Say goodbye to my kitchen, everyone, Aggie's saying. Flame's about to go out in a sec. That means we cook the alcohol out. There we go. Oh, nearly. It's gone. There we go. Just give that a little bit more on there. And then what I'm going to do is pop everything back into this pan here in a moment. See, these are so much flavours in here, all the lovely and dark colours, so much flavour. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic granule. Oh, check my potatoes, how are they doing? Oh, they're looking good as well. Look guys, this is where we are with the potatoes at the moment. Just need to give them a turn over. Asbestos fingers. Like that. We're getting some colour, they're going to go back in. And now these livers are going to go in here. I'm going to just get a tad of water in there. Because I don't want to lose all those flavours. I want all of that in a little bit in there. And we can start building the sauce. Leave my stove with it. Of that mess. There we go. Okay. Right, this is where we're going to start finishing up the sauce a bit. I'm going to add a bit of garlic granule. Tiny bit, because I haven't got fresh garlic. I've run out. A little bit of garlic. In there. And then I'm going to add some Worcester sauce in there. Some mustard. Nice big spoon of mustard. So this is Dijon mustard. Couple in there. And I've got some creme fraiche, like I said I was going to use up as well. You could use double cream if you want, but I wanted to use this creme fraiche up. And this is, like I said, it was a fridge raid. Agnes said she didn't want too much sauce on these livers tonight. But we're pretty much there. Just going to let that cook in together. And what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to go and run outside and grab some parsley from my garden. Have a little taste. See what's going on. Oh yeah, guys, that tastes amazing. Really good. That's ready. So I'm going to turn that off. Let that sit, and I will be right back. I'm going to be about 45 seconds to a minute, and put some shoes on and go and get some parsley. Got some parsley, went outside and got some, so I just give that a quick wash. Give that a quick wash, like so. Okay, let's finish this up. All this bits I don't need. So, what did you think of that so far, guys? I just jumped through Narnia, as Agnes was saying, to go and get some parsley out in the garden. Don't want to waste my parsley out in the garden. It's so nice at the moment, lovely and fresh. Slippery. See, look, guys. Look how slippery this is without tea towel underneath it. You know. Just needs a tea towel like that. Like that. Look. It does move, but it's not as much. I'm just going to chop this up. So. I couldn't even see in the garden when I went out and got this. I just literally went up to the pot and just went like that and ripped it off. Probably not the best thing to do, but I couldn't see anything because the security lights stopped working. No. Oh well. So this is going to get finished up now. Put this out of the way. Right guys, look. Look how lovely that looks still. A bit more. So we're just waiting for our roasties now, really. That is the aim of the game, and then we can serve it. But I'm hoping you've got some tips tonight on some roasties, guys. I mean, everyone always asks. It's one of those typical questions you get from people that just want to know how to cook something. It's, most of the time is, how do I chop an onion, or how do I make really nice crispy roast potatoes? And that's why I wanted to do that with you guys tonight. Just because it's near Christmas, and I know that, I don't know how much percentage of the country is going to be making roast potatoes at Christmas, but I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a lot. So I thought I'd give you a helping hand there and make sure that you're got the best head start of how to make a good roastie. So, looks divine, thank you. Yeah, looks quite good, doesn't it? Looks really good. Let's have another look at the potatoes. Oh yeah, look at those. They're getting there, look. Look at those. A little bit longer, give them one more turn. Little more. So, give it another 5 minutes. Now I see 2. You see 2? Oh, 2 tea towels. Oh, 3. Oh dear. Clean down, clean down. Right. Oh, little rest while we wait for those roasties. Oh, near the end of the live, guys. I won't keep you for much longer, but I hope you enjoyed it so far. You know, just a little fridge raid, something different. You know, how to use a bit of offal, and you know, how just showing you that you don't have to use all these prime meats and things like that. Might try that, a bit cheaper. Yeah, of course. I forgive you, Kerry. I always will always will forgive you. Don't worry. You can bully me if you want. Agnes does a good job at that anyway, so she's good at bullying me. Aren't you, Agnes? You always bully me. She's always saying to people at work, I bully her, but that's not the truth. Beef or lamb's liver? Lamb's liver, I would always choose. Or calf's liver, is that what you mean? I like calf's liver, not beef liver. Beef liver would be too rich. Calf's liver, yes, definitely. Lamb's liver, I like lamb's liver as well. Chicken liver, I like most liver. Pig's liver, yeah, it's really nice as well. Yeah, oh yes, like Agnes is just saying, if you do make it, please take a picture. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Make sure you take the membrane off of it as well. If you're going to be preparing the liver yourself, just make sure you take that skin off on the outside. Just take make a little pocket, get your fingers under it, and just remove that membrane on the outside. Really important to do that. And then a little bit of flour, seasoned flour, in a pan. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, I might have to do that actually. Lamb's liver, bacon, crispy onions, onion gravy. Oh, now we're talking. Definitely. Yes, we would. We would miss you, Kerry. Pina coladas. Right, I'm gonna get a plate. I'm gonna have to move you guys out of the way, but I'll let you have a look at this properly while I get a plate out. Oh, is that a good angle? Let's go down a bit more. There we go. There we go. Right, I'll get a plate out of the dishwasher. Right. Here we go. Right. Let's do one of these up for Agnes. And there we go. Okay. Potatoes are looking good. Look at those guys. Nice and crispy. So I've used the Maris Piper potato. They're nice. When you're doing roasties, don't use. Do your research on potatoes. There's different varieties that are waxy potatoes, which are good for things like mash and things like that. And then you've got the floury type potatoes, which are good for like frying, like roast potatoes and chips and things like that. So for roast potatoes, it's a floury type. That's why when I shook them in the pan, like that's where those fluffy bits come from. It's like because it's floury. Wax not given to me. Agnes is getting hungry, guys. All right. How much do you want? All of it. That's greedy. She always waits when we want to do these lives. There you go, 5. I'll get a ladle. Would you like a sauerkraut or just as it is? Yeah? I've got some nice sauerkraut in the cupboard. I'm going to put some of that on with it as well. So, we've got this lovely, it's called kapusta. It's a sauerkraut. Oh God, I can't even open it. There we go. Love that. It's fermented cabbage, and it's really good for you, and it's so tasty. And we eat a lot of it actually because Agnes is from Hungary. They eat a lot of it over there, and I've just got really into it. Sorry? Yeah, no worries. There we go. Do you want any more than that? Is that alright? That's enough?
Why do I smell paper burn?
There we go, guys. So that's tonight's dinner from the fridge raid. Oh, Kerry, thank you very much for the roses. Thank you. So, absolutely love sauerkraut, and I think that would go really well with this dish. So what do you think? Nice crispy roast potatoes. Nice Diane sauce chicken livers. Thank you very much. Agnes is going to come and get it. I'm going to serve up my one now as well. And got a few nice roast potatoes in mine as well. I like this playlist. It's pretty good. Might have to save this radio. Spare one for Agnes. In the middle with you. Middle with you.
Don't forget to mention the cool Christmas raffle.
Yeah, I know, I mentioned it a few times.
Okay, 6 o'clock again.
Guys, so this Friday, we're going to be, like I said, Agnes is going to do me a mystery bag. So I have no idea what I'm going to be cooking this Sunday at all. It's going to be like a ready, steady cook day. So it's quite an exciting live on this Sunday. Yeah, mystery bag. I have no idea what I'm going to be cooking at all. So no pressure. Thank you for the roses, Omar. And also, we're going to be raffling off the cake. So one of the subscribers is going to be a lucky winner, and we'll be shipping off a nice decorated Christmas cake to you. So, thank you for all the roses. Thank you so much. So Agnes is saying it tastes so good, and she's just coming to get a drink now. Huh? You want a glass? Oh. Sorry guys, covering the camera. There we go. Right.
Showing your nipples.
Showing my nipples. That's not nice, is it? Oh, thank you very much for all the gifts, guys. Thank you. So, I'm just gonna finish my one off as well. Yeah, so guys, last chance to subscribe and be a part of that raffle will be Sunday, straight after my live. So, best time to subscribe is now, and I will be raffling it off at the end of my live. You smelt me armpit, so thank you very much, Kerry. Thank you. Oh dear. Agnes is enjoying her dinner now, so that's good. Happy wife, happy life. Right. So we've got this for tomorrow for our dinner as well. So there's my one. Oh, too much light there. There we go. So that was tonight's dinner. No little taste and see how it's all going. Guys, you've got to try this out. It's really good. And there's sauerkraut. We get this from like international stores or Polish stores. Really, really good. Mm.
No?
Really good, isn't it?
It could be a good street food.
Would you look? I'm going to stop the music. Hey Google, stop music. Agnes was just saying it would be a good street food. Actually, it would be a good street food because it's so quick to cook, the actual livers. We used to run a street food business, and we closed it back in January because we knew that the country was coming to its knees, as everyone's finding out. We knew that we would have been suicide if we carried on doing it. But we used to have a rice horse box, converted rice horse box, which we converted into a kitchen. We used to tow it around and we used to cook street food, like Hungarian and European street food. Do miss it a little bit, but who knows? We might do something in the future. You never know. But these times, no, it's not worth it.
Very nice.
Really good, isn't it, darling? Anyway, guys, I know I'm making you. I know. Sorry, you're all jealous. Sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me again tonight. I'll be back on this Sunday, definitely, 100%. I'll be back this Sunday because I need to raffle off this cake and we need to get that done, and definitely do my mystery bag because I don't know what's going to be in there at all. So it could be interesting. So have a lovely evening and put your feet up, guys. Enjoy, and we'll catch up soon. Thanks, Kerry. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Agnes is saying bye. Hopefully you can hear her. Yeah, mouth was full at the same time. But thank you very much, guys. Take care, and we'll see you soon.